All right, the few winter storms we've had this winter, Keith, seem like they've been fast movers. This would be the change, however.
It would be. I'd prefer we just get crushed for 6 hours and call it a day, but that's not what's going to happen with this next system. Quiet, though, today. I just wanted to point out some of that snow that was just offshore earlier today. The models were a little bit south with that. Luckily, wasn't an issue for us. And the cloud cover, as I mentioned, we've got a satellite issue right there with GOES 16 where it's frozen some frame right there. The clouds are underneath it, so you can see more clouds into New Hampshire coming in over the next couple of hours. Temperatures, though, doing all right. 36 in Portland, 37 in Wiscasset. When you get north of Bangor, it's pretty chilly. 24 in Millinocket, 14 in Caribou. Some colder air up there is going to start filtering down tonight and tomorrow. But before any of that really happens, we'll see these clouds increase later this afternoon and a little area of snow come through tonight. We talked yesterday about an inch or so of snow. That might even be too high. I don't think there's a lot of moisture to be had here tonight into early tomorrow morning. But we'll say, again, maybe an inch is possible as it moves through overnight. And then it's out of here in time for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is actually a decent day. So you're hearing about this storm system. During the daylight hours tomorrow, there'll be no issues. In fact, we could get to 40 over southern Maine by tomorrow afternoon, but see how it's much colder to the north? That cold air will start sinking down in advance of our storm system here Wednesday night. The timing has moved up just a tiny bit here, not a lot, a tiny bit, so it might be closer to 11 as opposed to midnight to 2 a.m., which was the initial thought on it. So remember, this is technically two storms that I'm lumping into one because that's the experience, I guess, that you'll have with this. I think it'll feel like one long duration system. So it comes along this warm front here Wednesday night, and it starts snowing pretty hard late Wednesday night, early Thursday, especially over the southern third to half of the state. That's really where it's confined to as far as heavy snow through the morning commute, and then it starts to die down through the middle of the day. We get a break on Thursday afternoon. It's probably still snowing in spots, light snow, but nothing all that impactful is going on through Thursday afternoon, through early Thursday evening. And then our second round comes in late Thursday night into early Friday. That one's centered a little bit farther north, and so we fill in some of the gaps here because it's possible Thursday afternoon you don't have a whole lot of snow in Bangor and certainly to the north. But be patient, wait for the next one that'll come through Thursday night into Friday morning, and then by late Friday morning, this system is finally out of here. So I haven't changed the snowfall map. I still think we're in a good spot here. This is for the whole thing, Wednesday night through Friday midday, 8 to 12 inches of snow, 4 to 8 into Bangor. And remember that this will take the second one to fill this in. And the snow is quite light and fluffy, especially away from the coast. It's going to be cold during the storm, in the teens and even in the single digits at times. So the fluff factor there will be big. We're still watching a storm on Sunday. I'm not entirely sure what to make of that, to be honest with you. It's probably to our south, but I'm not sure enough. And look how cold it's going to be. So after it snows, we got heavy snowpack in place, deep snowpack in place, and then it gets cold. I think we could get to 0, 1, or 2 below along the coastline, then 10 below, up to 15 below inland. So a very abrupt change from where we've been the last week or so.
And big change with those temperatures, not a quick melt right after.
No,
the snow's going to stick around.
Yeah, next week you can see back into the 30s, but we'll have another cold morning coming up.
All right, Keith, thanks so much.